very excited to announce the first giveaway on the channel, sponsored by the fine folks over at Card Ladder. We're talking tonight about building out your collection with intention and purpose and learning new skills along the way. And there's no better tool, in my opinion, than Card Ladder to make that happen. So we are giving away a free 1-year Card Ladder Pro membership to an individual who comments on this video down below. Your comment should be a piece of advice for someone new or old in the hobby. That's all you need to do. Comment in the video down below with a piece of advice to give to a fellow hobby member. So you'll have until Friday, May 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to enter. And along with that, I will be throwing in one item of your choice from the Card Ladder merch store. So maybe you just want a plain Card Ladder t-shirt or Card Ladder hoodie. I personally have my eye on these baby goat pullovers. These are sick. But the winner will be announced on Friday night. Again, all you need to do is comment with a piece of hobby advice on this video. The winner will get one free year-long subscription to Card Ladder Pro, along with an item of their choice from the Card Ladder merch shop. And tonight we are going to be talking about how to stop chasing cards and start enjoying your collecting. I figured I would go live tonight in case anyone wanted to pop in and ask some questions. I'm going to try and field those questions live. So if you're watching, hey Ron, thanks for joining. Feel free to pop them into the comments below, and we can bring them up to the table. So I'm going to start off by just giving everyone a brief overview of this website called Intelligent Change. So if you have ever heard of the practice of mindfulness and just bringing attention to who you are as a person and putting some thought and consideration into your actions, that's sort of what Intelligent Change is about. Over the last year, and especially since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, I've been doing a lot of self-reflection to figure out, what are my motivations? Why do I enjoy collecting? What keeps me active and engaged in the hobby? And I'll share my purpose statement with you all a little bit shortly. But this article really hit home and resonated with me as it relates to my collecting in the hobby. So we're going to take a couple minutes, read through the article, show off some cards, and hopefully it will be of use to a lot of you out there as well. And then we can get into the giveaway. So like I said, the article is Stop Chasing Happiness and Start Enjoying Your Life. I'll throw the link in the comments in case anyone wants to follow along. But in this article, we'll cover some of the common misconceptions about happiness and explain the difference between chasing happiness and enjoying your life. And for the purposes of today's video, we're just going to treat happiness as the physical card in your hand, and then enjoying your life as enjoying your collection. What happiness is not. Some common misconceptions. Everything in our lives seem to revolve around trying to be happy. And in the collecting universe, that means everything revolves around us trying to get that card. Because we want to be happy, we want to get that card. We think that if we have the card in hand, that is ultimately how we are going to be most fulfilled as collectors. For happiness, this is the sense of achievement. We can all agree that this usually works for the short-term, temporary happiness. After achieving a certain goal in life, very often nothing changes essentially. In less than 24 hours, the new quest for happiness will begin as we set a new happiness target. And a card here that I have to show off is the biggest card in my collection, the 2014 Bowman Chrome Auto, Mookie Betts in a BGS 9 510. And this is a card that I contemplated and sought out for a very long time. And at the time I bought the card, it was the most I had ever spent on anything hobby related. But the feeling of fulfillment and emotion that came in when I got this card lasted less than 24 hours. I turned my sights to quote unquote bigger and better things and started asking myself, all right, what can I do now to go get the refractor? Would I ever be able to acquire a blue refractor of this card? I got so caught up in I need this card to be happy that when it came into my possession and my collection, I instantly sought that high once again. So why is that so? Does this mean that goals are meaningless? Yes, I acquired this card, but in terms of the actual happiness that I derive from the hobby, are we just chasing an endless goal where we'll never be able to be fulfilled? We'll never hit the pinnacle of our collecting. Does that mean they're meaningless and that we should stop trying to collect? On the contrary, this happens because we have the wrong idea about what happiness is and what what really makes us happy. This card isn't what makes me happy about collecting. It is the pursuit of this card. It is learning, it's growing. The pleasure, the physical act of obtaining this card and putting it in the collection isn't what makes me happy. It's the process and everything that surrounds it. Tasty food, a good movie, hanging out with friends, buying a new piece of clothing, popularity, those are all sources of pleasure we often mistake for happiness. Often physical experience that doesn't bring long-term happiness to our lives, while happiness is more of an attitude. It's a mindset. When we're thinking about how we can grow as individuals, we can grow horizontally. We can acquire additional information about things that we already know well. If I am a baseball collector and I really like 2014 Bowman, I can learn about all the players in the set. I can learn about the pop reports at BGS and PSA and become an expert in 2014 Bowman. But I am just expanding my knowledge horizontally. I'm not growing as a person vertically. When you're growing vertically, you're opening up your mindset. You are learning new skills. You're going out of your comfort zone. You're interacting with new people. And I think that's what collecting really does for me. Too much pleasure, or better say, an excessive need for pleasure, can even be counterproductive when it comes to happiness, as it represents a character flaw in a dependency on reward. Now, this really resonated with me because I got a stack of Gavin Luxes here that I picked up looking to flip. I thought it was a good price, but do I really care about Gavin Lux? No, I had a need to get physical cards in my hand, and I didn't necessarily believe in the player. A couple more cards that I'm happy I picked up, but follow a similar mindset are this 2018 Topps Chrome Sapphire Rafael Devers and a 2014 Topps Update Gold Jacob deGrom. Good cards in their own right, but because I had picked them up, I had sacrificed the ability to go out and chase some of those bigger cards that I've had my eye on in the process. Hey, Placata, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. So we look at happiness as independent of our expectations. If we set unrealistically high expectations, that's not the source of our unhappiness. We have to keep striving for this happiness and to acquire these cards, set up new goals. You got to chase that proverbial roadrunner. The process of reaching a certain goal can be extremely painful. It can involve failure, sadness, frustration, anger, giving up, returning, and finally succeeding. The more invested we are, the more emotional we get. The achievement itself doesn't change much, but the process of getting there changes everything. And I know for me, that was this card. I've shown it off on the channel a couple times. 2018 Gypsy Queen Mike Trout. This was the last card I had to put the entire set together. And just the process of acquiring this card helped me grow a lot as a person. It taught me patience. It taught me different skills. It taught me different ways to network. And it was the pinnacle of that vertical expansion. As a person going outside my comfort zone to try and acquire this piece. Hey, Dave, thanks for joining. The longer the road, the stronger the nostalgia, the feeling of deep, eternal beauty that we tie to the period. Positivity doesn't mean happiness. You're going to go on this journey to find these exclusive, difficult to find cards, and it's going to suck. You're going to run into road bumps along the way, but that's what makes it special. The cards that you can just go out and pick up on a whim, those aren't going to be the cards that you remember over the course of the long term. You're going to remember the struggle. You're going to remember the people that you meet along the way to help you acquire those cards. So just wrapping it up here, this article it emphasizes the struggle and the growth that it takes in order to achieve that happiness, to get those cards that you really want for your collection and grow as a person in the process. So I've done a lot of soul searching. Like I said, I keep a purpose statement in front of me every day. I'll just read it off real quickly. This is what I read before I log on my computer every day to try and psych myself up and give myself the motivation to bring my full self each and every day to my teams and what I'm trying to put forth into the universe, to courageously challenge our perceived limitations so that we realize our fullest potentials as individuals and teams. I will uniquely accomplish this by 1, celebrating others' contributions, 2, seeking different experiences, and 3, embracing new challenges. So this is my checklist, my roadmap to finding that happiness in my professional life, but also in my hobby life. So I encourage you guys all to do the same. Thanks for joining me tonight, everyone. All you need to do to enter the contest to win a free year-long membership to Card Ladder Pro and an item of your choice from the merch shop is leave a comment on the video down below giving your best piece of advice to other collectors. The giveaway will be drawn on Friday night, and you have until Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, that is May 7th, to enter. Till next time, I'm Cardi-C, and I will catch you guys later.